Well, good morning, everyone. I'm just leaning over to grab my book, which is why I'm in your face. Okay, today we have Tuesday, March 11th. Brooks run free and buds appear. Seasonal focus. I'm looking a little further. Oh, it changes. Okay, so I guess it's going to change for the spring. Oh, very cool. The morning focus is the angel of joy. The opening says, hold the image of someone in your mind who loves you. A photo to gaze upon is good too. And here's the meditation. How strong in me is the need to grow, to expand, to meet the promise of the coming spring. There is joy in me that carries me onward from this physical being to the awareness of the cosmic ocean of love in which I dwell. May I be blessed to share this joy with all beings in whatever way I can. I love that. Today, I will bring the spirit of growth to my community. I have some friends that are flying into New Jersey to get ready to join us for the big Arhatic retreat that we're doing, which will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in New Jersey. So I will, my community is growing of friends that are here. Carol's going to be coming. Linda's already here with me. Terry and Luann are coming. And then Megan's going to be coming as well. So we will have a lovely group together. So my feelings are sheer exhaustion. I had an amazing thing happen yesterday. I suddenly had this craving for pizza, which doesn't happen. I haven't had cooked cheese or gluten probably in about a month. But yesterday afternoon, I turned to my friend Linda and I said, I'm having this craving for pizza. She's like, all right. So after class, we went and we found this fabulous, highly rated pizzeria. And we go in and we order, and the food comes and it's just amazing. And we're eating the bread that they serve, this fresh baked bread. So I said to the busboy, why is this bread so good? And he was very charismatic. He's young. He's like 16 years old. And he says, because I grow it in my backyard. We were like bowing to him and laughing. The waitress was fabulous. We had all this wonderful food. And at one point, he's like, can I get you ladies anything else? And I'm drawn to this necklace that he's wearing. And Jesus goes, ask about the necklace. So I asked him about the necklace. And I said, what is it that you have on? Because I was wearing my Archangel Michael pendulum pendant that I wear. And he says, it's Jesus. And I'm like, of course it is. And I said to him, listen, you may not believe this, I said, but I was led to come to this restaurant. And obviously I was led to have a conversation with you. And Jesus wants you to hear what it is I'm about to tell you. And he's like, okay. I said, I'm a psychic, a medium, full body trance channel. And Jesus says, tell him that I'm with him always. And he says, um, this pendant belonged to my father. My father's dead now. And he said it belonged to his father before him. And he said, I wear it all the time. I go to church every Sunday. And there's just like this young man of God, this adorable young man, very charismatic. And then Jesus said he's going to excel in sports. And I said, do you do sports? And he said, yes, I do both basketball and football. And then Jesus showed me this golden pathway, almost like in The Wizard of Oz. And Jesus is walking with this young man, and he shows me having huge success in sports. And he says he's going to have a beautiful wife, and he's going to have beautiful children, and he's going to have a huge career. So I tell him all this, and he's like, I've always wanted to meet, someone like a psychic to tell me these things. Anyway, it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And then the waitress comes over. So the boy's name was Thomas. The waitress was Jennifer. And I told Jennifer what happened. And she goes, you have a message for me? And her grandmother shows up, her father's mother. And the message is that she's going to have a child. And she looks at me shocked and she's like, I'm not with anyone. And I said, well, it's not now, but in the future. And when you do have this child, your grandmother's going to come back as the child. I get like these just crazy random messages. So it was really, really beautiful. And the food was fantastic. And then we asked Thomas, I said, I've got these bunch of free people that are coming in. Are you going to be here tomorrow? And he goes, no, tomorrow's my birthday. And I'm like, how old are you going to be? And I heard 17 in my head and he goes, 17. So it was just one of these really fun psychic evenings where you're led to someone, you're led with a purpose. So I was led with purpose to want pizza to deliver this message to this boy. I feel like crap today having eaten said pizza. I'm definitely congested. My body's sore, and I'm having a little trouble digesting the cheese. But I'll get through it. But anything for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And the pizza was fantastic. Anyway, today we have lesson number 70 from Magdalene's gorgeous book, Channeling Magdalene, A Year of Love. My salvation comes from me. Magdalene's channel message. Greetings, beloved ones. Our salvation is a choice that we make. Our salvation is the way in which we choose to view life with love, with forgiveness. When you believe that your salvation exists outside of you, you feel the effect of the circumstances of the world. You are looking for and seeking for solutions that exist outside of what you have considered yourself to be. When you make a shift in consciousness, beloved ones, to understand that your salvation does indeed come from within you, you may pause to wonder, what is it within me that would grant me my salvation? And then you come upon a place of home within you, a place of love within you, a place where God exists within you that has always been there and always will be. And you grant yourself forgiveness for ever having forgotten. You grant yourself self-love, and all that you look upon and all that exists is worthy of your forgiveness. And in that moment of forgiveness, beloveds, salvation is truly granted. So understand that your salvation does come from within you. And every thought that you have that distracts you from the truth, it is merely like a cloud that floats by in your imagination. And allow it to continue to go, beloveds. Allow it to continue to move on. And in that prescient moment of clarity, allow yourself to know that where you are, God is. God is the embodiment of all that you truly are. And all of the illusion, all that is fake, it falls to the wayside. The anger, the sadness, the fears, the beliefs, the imaginings that you have created are merely a distraction. And it is time, beloved ones, for the truth to be told. For when you know that your salvation comes from you and not from anything external to you, you shall look inside and you shall find the place where it exists. And there too shall you find your freedom. For your freedom comes in allowing yourself to think with the mind of God. And as you reach out to the Holy Spirit, you will come to see that the Holy Spirit and your higher self are indeed one and the same. And when they come together in unison within you, you are once again granted access to the truth of you, to the love that you are, the source of creation. There is no longer the desire to look externally for something that would give you peace and salvation. For everyone to know and for you to know, there is only one truth, the truth of you, and that is eternal love. So forgive all, beloveds. Let all be a mirror of an aspect of you that lives and abides in peace. It looks for salvation and finds it within. It grants forgiveness and sees all through the eyes of innocence, particularly one's own soul. Let the words that are spoken to you, beloved, be the words of God, for all beings are indeed that same representation. And when you come across words that feel harsh, look within. Otherwise, you would allow them to be neutral, and you could move through them like you would a hand through water. If you find, beloved ones, that you have encountered an aspect of you that feels pain, look for your own salvation, and you shall find it. Salvation lives within your hearts and within your minds. And speak words of love, beloveds. Speak words of forgiveness, for that is all that there is to do. Grant forgiveness and love to all beings. We love you, and we wish you joy and happiness at each and every moment. It is easy to find these qualities, beloveds. Let go of all that you have known to be by the way that you have thought, and the way that you have felt, and the way that you have spoken. And allow yourself instead, beloveds, to surrender. Surrender to the truth of you. And the truth of you is love. And indeed, reach out, and we will reach back to you. For know that we are on this path, and that we are on this journey together. We have come to you, so come with us. Blessings to you, beloved ones, and indeed we shall speak with you again. She is magnificent. It's so funny. It's 2025 now. We did this journey in 2021. And when I read these, sometimes I'm like, did she say anything that has changed? Did she say anything that doesn't apply? It's like, no, her wisdom is her wisdom, and it's always been her wisdom, and it's all the truth. And I'm just mystified to this day that these words came through me, because I remember at the time feeling like I was just making it all up, complete imposter syndrome. But I really, really, really get that I was a channel for her love, and that's pretty extraordinary. Pretty extraordinary. Okay, let me bring her forth. She's laughing at me right now. Greetings, beloved ones. Beloveds, when we grant ourselves the ability to laugh at ourselves, indeed, we have given ourselves a sense of freedom. For understand, when we begin to take ourselves and our circumstances and others seriously, we have entrapped ourselves deeply. Your salvation, what will save you from yourself, for that is truly all that you ever need to be saved from, is when you can come to recognize that you are the very one that has imprisoned yourself. So Hannah Grace, this beloved channel, has a picture of a boy whose head is pressed to the ground and there is a boot pressing upon his face, and he looks as if he is suffering under the tyranny of this boot. But when the picture enlarges, you see that the boy has put his hand inside of the boot, and he is being his own oppressor. And this is indeed what each being does, beloved. Your salvation comes from knowing that you can free yourself at any moment from any of the consternation and the turmoil, from any of the angers or the fears or the worries or the guilts or the sins that you yourself have placed yourself within. You must find the way back to love and back to forgiveness within yourself. What have you done that you must forgive yourself for? This is always the ancient question. For as soon as you are able to forgive yourself, as soon as you work on purifying the 7 physical chakras, and then there are other energetic chakras within the body, beloveds, as soon as you can apply clarity and cleanliness to these centers, the love of God can come and fulfill you completely. So grant yourself this salvation today, precious and beloved brothers and sisters, and know that we are with you always upon this journey of self-love. We love you. Thank you all so much. Love you, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.